So we have a great show for you today. First, we got two awesome female secret agents. First, we got Nadia Smith. Yeah, she's awesome. And the second one, we got Juliet Stone. So we got a great show planned today. We're ready to get started. We'll bring out our first guest after this break.
Since moving to this nowhere town, I'm still waiting for an ounce of excitement.
Nancy Drew! Check it out. The creepy Twin Elms house has gone viral.
Finally, things are about to get a little more interesting.
Our first guest today is an awesome female secret agent joining us from the French Alps. She's back on her latest mission and here to tell us all about her amazing adventures as a female secret agent. So everyone give it up for Nadia Smith. Woo! Hey Nadia, how's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. Thanks for coming. So what have you been up to?
I just finished the mission in France. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I can't really tell you the deets, but it was awesome. Now I'm working on a new gadget. Don't really know the specifications yet, but it's gonna be super awesome.
Can I buy this gadget or is it like just for secret agents?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, once it's complete and I start producing more, I'm gonna have a website and pretty much anyone can go on. You know, as long as you have a secret clearance, like you can definitely.
I got that clearance.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to get. So.
So like, what's it like being a secret agent? Is it impossible? Like, are those accurate? Tell us about kind of your life and your experience.
Somewhat. Not all the time, but yeah, sometimes there's situations where like we're dashing across and pulling out our weapons and like yeah, definitely more realistic though wise is like we're just kind of undercover, gathering information, sending it back to our boss and stuff like that.
So do you think kind of like movies nowadays? I mean, we see movies like The Incredibles, Kim Possible, Nancy Drew, like all these other female secret agent movies. Do you think those are kind of like an accurate representation of your life? Is there some similarities?
I would say the missions aspect, like missions come on like really quickly and like obviously like we have to be sent over somewhere really fast. I would say probably close to like Nancy Drew. I haven't seen too much of those, but that's kind of what's similar to.
Okay, well I know like our girl power, it's all about girl power, you know, kind of finding these stereotypes that are definitely placed on more female secret agents obviously than male. Like, can you think of any specifically that just trigger you to no end, that just bother you so much?
You mean like specific movies
Or even just like specific stereotypes and things like that.
there's stereotypes. Well, there's like a certain like what's the word? Well, women have to like dress a certain way, or female secret agents have like this. I can't think of the word, but they have to dress a certain way.
Yeah, they have to like
and,
look a certain
look
standard.
Yeah, they have standards to like look a certain way, whereas like men can kind of wear whatever they want, or they're comfortable in. Like women have to have this more like sexy vibe.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've seen a lot in the media as well.
Yeah. So it's, you can wear whatever, you can look feminine, you can just look good, but
Yeah, that's great.
awesome. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna spend some more time talking with Nadia. And we're back. So I'm sitting here talking with Nadia. So Nadia, we're talking about all these awesome female secret agents. What is your all-time, or who is your all-time favorite secret agent that you see?
Oh my goodness. I will have to say Mrs. Smith from Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I think she is a total kick-ass. I really enjoyed like watching their film. I think it has a more accurate representation of kind of what we do out in the field. So yeah.
I've never seen, you're gonna be mad, but I've never seen the Smith
You've
movie.
never seen
Never
it?
seen
Oh,
the
it's
Smith movie.
so good. You'll have to watch it.
Maybe it'll be a movie night, and I'll watch it.
Yeah, watch it. Absolutely, they're the best.
So, okay, female secret agent. Tell us about like the coolest mission that you've been on. That you can tell us about.
See, then that's hard. Alright, so I'll just tell you about my first, well, it wasn't my first mission, it was my husband's first mission. So I'm from the French Alps, and I was actually living at home with my parents at the time. This is actually when I got into working for the CIA. We were out there skiing, and I got out there like early one morning, and this guy comes whipping across, and I smash into each other, and I ended up like passing out. I woke up and he was there and he was like, oh my gosh, like I grabbed the wrong person, blah 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 blah. So from then on out, I was like, I'm gonna tell someone unless you help me, become a secret agent. And he was like, no. And so it took a while, and finally he helped me become secret agent.
Your blackout stories are a lot cooler than mine.
Yeah. So that's not, technically my mission. That was his mission, but it became my mission.
Okay.
Now I'm a female secret agent.
Yeah, so you become a female secret agent, girl power, we talk a lot about combating these stereotypes. Where do you see the future of either the secret agent genre, like the fictional side of it, the non-fictional side of it, like where do you see the future of female secret agents?
I definitely see it growing. I've noticed over the past couple years, like we're seeing more and more in the media. I think back like early, 1920s, 30s, whatever. Even in like the spy museums, we're seeing only like men and male secret agents and their gadgets that they use and stuff like that. But I think as things are changing even now in America, it's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna. Hopefully, it'll kind of catch up. Awesome. We're gonna take a quick break. Nani will join us later for her game. When we get back, we're gonna introduce our next test. So we'll be back after this break.
young females who kind of are like aspiring to be kick-ass women, going to the secret agent field. It's kind of hard to get started on it, but I want to like create an organization for it.
You say like young, like how young is like can a 22-year-old?
I mean, if you apply, maybe you could get in.
We'll talk.
It's mainly for like young girls, and it's kind of like I guess you could compare it to like a boarding school, but I mean it's to get them like enrolled for a while. But there's this whole application process. I've just got it started, so it's got some tweaks to
So I'm sure because you kind of got someone mentored you to get started through being a secret agent. So what's like the hardest thing about being a secret agent?
Oh, there's good days and there's bad days. I think the hardest thing is long nights and long days. I know sometimes you'll get called in for a mission at 10 in the morning and you won't get back till midnight. Sometimes it's days, weeks, months. I mean, I try to not make it months, but it's just like, it really depends on kind of who you're working with and what you're trying to accomplish, but it can be lengthy sometimes. You don't get much of a break.
Awesome. Well, at least you get to travel. That's always a plus.
That is definitely a plus. I've seen it all.
So girl power, we're kind of trying to combat these female stereotypes based on the secret agents. What's a female secret agent that inspires you?
A female secret agent that inspires me, honestly, is probably Elastigirl from The Incredibles.
She rocks.
I don't watch a ton of secret agent movies. As much as I'm a secret agent, I don't really watch them, but I love The Incredibles, and I really look up to Elastigirl as a mom, running a family, you know, trying to be in charge of 3 kids, a baby, look out for her husband, and finding all the time to just save the world, help people, make people feel better. I mean, that's definitely what I try to emulate. It's hard, but you know, I really look up to her.
Yeah, I think she's also a great example of kind of combating these stereotypes like we're talking about. Like, what are some specifically, I guess, stereotypes that really kind of frustrate you that you see a lot of?
I think the biggest one is the whole like costume and
Yeah.
appearance, and I know Nadia was in here earlier and kind of like touched on it, but that's definitely something that bothers me too. And I think it bothers a lot of females because, again, like she said, you have to be sexy or have this like, sex
there's that
appeal.
emphasis on
Yeah,
clothing.
and you know, take Elastigirl for example. What she wears is a tight, kind of like a bodysuit, and it's not because she's doing it because she wants to look good and like appear sexy. It's because she's moving quickly. She's going through missions. She doesn't want to get, you know, caught on fire, God forbid, or something. So that's definitely, I think there's like a misunderstanding in the appearance.
Definitely. I think it's interesting also just the idea of like they look a certain way and obviously their physical attributes are kind of highlighted, but like they're still able to do all these kick-ass things and like the tightest outfit that highlights everything.
I was gonna say, it probably is very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, we're gonna talk some more with Juliet about female secret agents. And we're back. Joining us is still Juliet. So Juliet, tell us, how did you get started as a female secret agent?
So I have kind of an interesting story, I guess. I'm actually a princess. So by day princess, secret agent by night.
Wow, that's like a dream job.
What
am I doing?
So I was born into, I guess, royalty. My mom, my dad are king and queen, and I have an older brother actually, he's obviously a prince, and we're very close. So my brother Harrison, I would notice as I was getting older, would like sneak out at night, you know, wouldn't really be around as much, and I kind of got annoyed because that's who I would always hang out with, you know, in the castle. And one night I kind of followed him and saw him go back into this like shed in our backyard, and after he had left, I snuck in there and saw all of these like gadgets, you know, TVs, like equipment, and I was just mesmerized. And I poked and pried for like weeks to find out what it was and kept bugging him. And he eventually, like on my 16th birthday, spilled the beans and told me that he was a spy and that on my 16th birthday that he would teach me, kind of show me the ropes and take me through the training and basic necessities for being one. So that's kind of how I got started.
Wow.
Yeah.
My siblings didn't want to hang out with me when they got older, but yours had a good reason. They didn't like me.
He didn't have a choice. I'd kick his ass.
Alright, so tell us kind of, you know, one thing I always want to know, if you could fight any male secret agent and kick his butt, who you fighting?
Well, my brother. No. I do that on the daily. But probably James Bond. I'd say. I mean, I don't really know much about him. I know the media, fans, everybody loves him, you know. I want to see what he's about. You know?
Let's put some, see if that he lives up to that name.
Oh, yeah.
So, kind of, you know, thinking of the future, where do you see the future of female secret agents? Either understanding of it, the way the media portrays it, like where do you see it going or where do you see it wanting to go?
I kind of just want more of like a discussion about female agents. You know, we sit here, we're talking about like women empowerment and female agents in general, but I think there needs to be more conversations kind of like this that take off and kind of begin to bring awareness to what female agents are about. I think the media kind of lacks, you know, they don't show us as much, and when they do, it's misrepresentation. So I think we need a bit, you know, an increase in conversation and presence in the media, but I also think we need the right conversations and like the right portrayal on media for sure. But I think it's going to be positive either way.
I think we're getting there.
Yeah, I think we'll be good, I hope.
It's about time. Alright, well thanks for joining us today. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back out, we're going to bring out Nadia and put Nadia and Juliet for the ultimate secret agent test, so stay tuned.
Oh boy.
No, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes.
Welcome back to Girl Power. So our show's wrapping up, but before we go, we want to put Juliet and Nadia to the ultimate secret agent test. We're going to play the 5-second countdown game. Basically what it is, I'm going to ask you guys to name 3 things of like a category of like cars or whatever. They're all secret agent themed, and you have 5 seconds to come up with your 3 things. And when you finally come up with them, you're gonna go ahead and hit the timer to stop it. Otherwise, the world self-destructs. Just kidding. So, Juliet, we'll go ahead and we'll start with you. So, Juliet,
I'm not good at these.
a spy is only as good as their gadgets. Name 3 of your coolest gadgets.
Flare gun, car that can do stuff, and gun. Oh wait. Flare gun, car, and gun. Okay. Then you don't have to be a genius to be a secret agent. You heard that here.
Alright, we got that? Alright, Nadia. Every secret agent has a great sidekick. Name 3 animals that you think would make for a great sidekick.
A panda, a whale, and a dolphin.
The buzzer. Oh, shoot. A whale and a dolphin. 2 of those animals need to be in water at all times.
Yeah, you know, when you have to like
Underwater missions.
missions,
okay.
you know, you never know.
Oh, God. Alright, let's see.
This is a hard one.
I know, I could go hard one.
I wish I could name it.
Alright, Juliet. Every secret agent has a great catchphrase. Name 3 catchphrases you would say or have heard before.
Ka-chow. That's from Cars.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's the
You got one.
only one I can think of. I guess it's Secret Agent. They have a Secret Agent movie.
Yeah, ka-chow.
Oh, yeah.
Ka-chow,
That's
ka-pow,
good.
ka-wow.
I'm definitely losing this game.
Alright, Nadia. Girl power is all about empowering females and diversifying your understanding of the female secret agent theme. Name 3 things females do better than male secret agents.
Everything, and everything.
Yeah, that's applause right now.
I'm here for it.
You heard that, man.
Alright, let's see. Reset.
Let's see if I can embarrass
Alright, Julia, I'm trying to give you a different one, an easier one. Alright, let's see. Name 3 ways that females are misinterpreted, specifically female secret agents, in the media.
Costumes, probably appearance, and then no, it's done.
You got some good ones.
Costumes, appearance.
Yeah,
Those
those
are
are
good
good.
ones. Those are definitely not.
Kind of the same thing, but it's fine.
Alright, let's see. Got it? Alright, Nadia, you've been locked into a room and there's no way out that you can see. Name 3 ways to escape. Use your secret agents.
Now you know how I feel with these questions.
Okay, well,
Your
how am I
thumbs up.
supposed to get out? I mean, if I can't get out, then okay, I guess I use a gun and shoot myself out. I don't know.
Not a very good secret agent.
Oh, it's okay.
There's a gun. Oh, wow.
Alright, let's go ahead. I don't even know what the score is, but after that one, I'm giving you negative like 20.
I was gonna say I was losing, but I think I slightly get a point for that.
Alright, let's go ahead and see. I think we're down to our last question for Juliet. Name 3 of the greatest secret agent themes that star females or movies.
Elastigirl in The Incredibles, Miss Smith from Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and also Violet from The Incredibles.
Oh.
Done. Ish.
Well,
Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thanks for joining us on Girl Power. We'll see you later.